Hi everybody, a very big hello to my twin flame community. I had decided that I'm not going to do the regular general twin flame readings, but all of my clients and all of the folks who were watching these general readings every time they were put up, I got a lot of messages from those people, and they were not like under the opinion that this they just told me they are benefiting a lot out of these readings, and these readings are keeping them going on the journey. And that kind of why I was trying to let go of these readings was that the reunions of the people who started 2 years or 3 years back are here and now, so there was no point and doing them, still doing the general reading. So that is why I said this is an end of an era. But for people who just started like maybe last year or something, and they are not full-fledged into it, they've just started their journeys, and I'm getting a lot of clients right now who have just kind of started, and their inner work is totally incomplete, and they have just started with inner work. But my focus was more on actually people who started with me and are very near to reunion, But I kind of also have this thing that most of the people who started new, they do not realize how much strength this journey takes. So most of them have come to this realization that a lot of strength, even beyond what they imagined, is going to be utilized by this twin flame journey. So keeping those people in mind, I thought that if they are getting so much strength and so much, so much this keep going effect from these general readings, so let me continue them, because I have this idea of when I was in that phase, how much any article or anything which resonated with me helped me on this journey to where I am right now in the totally in the harmonization phase and in the illumination phase. And I said end of an era because for my colleagues and for people who started with me, we are very close to, like, reunion is just like a matter of days. So, but to focus on those people who have just started, I think they are gaining a lot of value from these twin flame general readings that I do. And do not worry, I will keep it that way. So I won't discontinue them. I will keep it that way. But I would maybe, maybe like, it won't be a very fixed schedule, but you would definitely get message or a general reading from me at least once a week. So I hope everybody is happy, and I'm going to continue with the twin flame general reading and give you today's messages. These are possibly for the weekend and the near week which is coming after the weekend. Um, so because again we have a big reading, a big set of messages that I'm going to give to you right now. So folks, the twin flame general reading for the weekend starting October 9, I'm going to dive right in. So what I'm getting folks right now is that do not be disillusioned by the fact that your twin was with a karmic partner, or was with many karmic partners, or was avoiding you, or was turning their back against you. Do not be disillusioned by that fact. That is the first message which is coming out. That is the first card which is coming out. Do not be disillusioned. Do not think that things are over. Do not do 2 plus 2 is 4. Do not do that. Because in this twin flame journey, 2 plus 2 is 2, which is both the twins coming together finally at the end. So, and if that hasn't happened, it's not the end yet. So this is not a 2 plus 2 4 journey, let me tell you very honestly. So don't feel disillusioned by the fact that your twin has turned his back on you, or your twin has been involved with a karmic partner, or 2 karmic partners, or 3 karmic partners, or has been a playboy, or has been a Casanova, or you have been that. The feminine energy has been that. This is the masculine and the feminine energy, both could have behaved that way. So do not be disillusioned by the 3D behaviors of your twin. The 3D reality, or the 3D reality which you see in front of your eyes, or on Facebook or on Twitter or whatever media that you are stalking them on, do not be disillusioned by that. For that matter, you shouldn't even stop them. That is sending your energy towards them, and they are picking it up. You're giving them a blanket to stay warm, and they are never going to turn back, because as long as the blanket is there, they don't need to buy the cow if they are getting the milk free. Have that in mind too. So, but I'll stick to the reading. Do not be disillusioned by the fact that they have turned their back. I'll be very clear for all those masculine twins who are involved with other karmic partners, or two karmic partners, or playboys, or Casanovas. Do not be disillusioned by the fact. I'm giving this message high and dry to all the twins, because that is a very hard thing to take. That's a very hard shit to take. So do not be disillusioned by that fact that they are right now not available emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally. Do not be disillusioned by that fact, because I'm being told that you need to have all your options open in your mind. Do not criticize them, do not hate them. This was just the part of the journey, that they are playing out the role of being involved with other person, because they had to learn their lessons before they could come to you. So do not crave, do not hate them, do not see that as a negative thing. If you have trusted my readings till now, and when I'm telling you this fact, please believe me, do not hate them for being with a karmic partner. Keep a very open idea, open stance about this. They might have just been led into it, and it's not like they're foolish or anything. It was a part of the journey, and they were led into it to learn certain things, and that's what they were doing, and in that they were avoiding you and whatever they were doing. Do not go after those behaviors. um, Also, I'm being told there, the message that I'm getting, that they when they were involved with a karmic partner, they might also have had other feminine energies around them. Like maybe the karmic partner had a lot of female friends, or a lot of sisters, or a lot of like those girl gang types things, where the masculine twin, they kind of got entangled. You know how a male, when is surrounded by many females or a very large family, which is very talkative, how they get entangled, how men are very simple, and if a lot of females surround them and keep putting things into their head, they kind of get led astray. Something like that is being told to me. So there were many cases of twins being led astray by a lot of females. A lot of, I'm seeing big houses, big families, a lot of cooking going on. So they were going on vacations with these karmic partners, or they were like attending to their families, to the karmic partner families. So do not be disillusioned by all that. I know it exists. It exists in your reality, but you don't have to focus on that reality, because that is not the reality. That is not the reality you are going to see in the future, and then you are going to regret whatever you did in hindsight. Because this journey, or this thing is going, is your wait, or your divine timing is kind of over. Your wait is kind of over now. Whatever you did in this waiting time, or whatever you went through, whatever the bad phase or the dark night you went through is over, and your masculine twin or your feminine twin is going to propose for a marriage, is going to take it to a higher level of commitment, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and they are going to possibly show you to the world. They're possibly going to come out and show you to the world after the engagement or the higher level of commitment happens. This is what I am getting. So I'll show you the first set of cards, and then I'll proceed to the second spread that I did. So you see this card. Now this card in other readings might have meant other things, like I used to tell you that you are going to spend a lot of time with your twin, but in this current spread it means that your twin, either masculine or feminine, turned their back towards you. They were involved with other karmic partners or other situations which were really disillusioning or disappointing you, and this is the meaning of this card in this reading. And then you have to keep an open mind. And then here again, this card could have meant otherwise in other readings, but here it means that a lot of female figures or a big family associations were involved, and the masculine twin was kind of led astray, sometimes led into the entanglements, and still the spirit, this is the spirit guiding the masculine twin, and you see the look on the masculine twin's face, not very happy. And you see these karmic partners and the other family is like has a happy face, and still spiritual guidance was available to the masculine twin, so they kind of know everything, and this way it is going to end, now this way it is going to come to end. The pain that you have gone through during the dark night, the pain that you have gone through during processing all this information of the twin flame journey, and what shit this twin flame journey has presented to you, is going to end by this. Is going to end by them giving you a higher level of commitment. And here also, if you look at the faces, the twin is very slowly, very purely, the masculine twin is proposing and putting a ring on the feminine energy's hand. You see they're very somber and sober. There's not like excitement and external hoo-ha, stuff like that. They're very somber. Their faces are very somber. They have matured up. Why is that? They have matured up. There has been spiritual maturation, there has been awakening, there has been enlightenment. And when enlightenment happens, the ego is the first one to face death. When the ego faces death, your facial expressions also change. It changes from arrogance to kindness. You see the faces? And then, even after this engagement, they are going to go a step further, and they are going to take you public. You see again the face. Now again, this card could have meant otherwise in some other reading, but here it means, you see the look on the masculine twin face, how much love there is, and how he's looking directly into the eyes of the feminine twin, and how he's protecting her like a little child. That kind of, you are going to get that kind of energy from your masculine twin after the engagement. The engagement, and then even taking you public, like totally making the relationship known to everybody in public. So what better thing, congratulations everybody. So now I'm going to go to the second spread. Okay, so the second spread tells me, what the second spread is telling me, that many of the twins who are waiting for reunion or are waiting for grander gestures from their masculine energy twins, they have been living in a poverty consciousness, which is what I'm being told. They have been living in a poverty consciousness. They think that life is so bad, life is so bad, my career is not working well, I'm so this thing, how will this thing work out, how will this thing work out, and like nobody likes me, every time I get into a relationship it never works out, the person leaves me for another female, or the person leaves me for another man, stuff like this. Poverty consciousness, totally. Oh, how can I buy this shampoo, this is like $20, let me just buy a $3 shampoo, stuff like that. That you cannot afford stuff, either materialistically or spiritually or emotionally. You cannot even afford emotional love, because you haven't gotten emotional love till now, so how can it happen now? How can like pure spiritual love come to you now when you've never gotten that? So those past beliefs, those past patterns where you felt a certain way about yourself, now it's being carried on till now. There's a lot of poverty consciousness that, oh, how can we do this? We cannot afford this. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. Affordability is not particularly connected to, physical money or physical notes. It's connected to mentality. A person who cannot possibly get something, let's say the word afford something, will, with a healthy mentality, they will just say that, oh, I don't think I need it right now, but maybe in 2 weeks I'll buy this, and then they will put $1 aside every day, which is not a big thing, or 10 cents or 10 a dime away every day, so that by the end of 2 weeks they have that money and they can do what they wanted to do. That is a healthy mentality. And keep cribbing about stuff, that, oh, I cannot afford this, I cannot afford this, that is a negative mentality. It has nothing to do with physical money. If a person wants, they can create everything in their life, even if they don't have money. Money is just an exchange, a value exchange. Maybe if you totally don't have any money, the universe is going to send a philanthropist, who's going to fund your stuff, if you have positive beliefs. If you have that belief in your mind, if you think that how is a philanthropist going to even look at me, I'm so shabbily dressed, people don't even notice me anywhere, how are they going to even come your way, then the universe is sending that philanthropist, but you are blocking them. So that is what is being shown to me in the reading, in the second spread, that you have poverty consciousness and you are blocking your reunion. And for your reunion to happen, then the next cards are telling me, for your reunion to happen, you have to have a very abundant mentality. You might not have a lot of dollars in your purse, but you have to have an abundant personality, abundant thinking, positive thinking. And with positive thinking, even if you have $2, you can save $1 out of that, and by the end of the month, you can have enough money to get a reading. I'm just giving you an example. I've told many of my clients, why don't you put $5 away every day of the month, and get a reading, and be happy that you could get one, rather than cribbing and feeling sorry for yourself that you can't get one. Just an example. I don't want you to come to me for readings because I'm saying that, if you don't want to, that is. So, for your reunion to take place, you have to have a very positive mindset, abundant mindset. Now, this means that you have to feel and believe that you can have abundance in the future. You do not have to let your present reality of not having stuff be so predominant in your thoughts that you cannot focus on the abundance that is coming in the future. So even though the present reality is you can say maybe it is bad, but you don't have to keep enhancing it. You don't have to keep enhancing it by thinking about it, by thinking that you're weak, you're not abundant, by blah blah blah. Because if you are doing that, you are even going to delay the future abundance which is going to come to you. So if you cannot think positively, at least become neutral. At least stop thinking negatively. If you can't go to the positive, as you cannot like drastically go from one negative end to one positive end. So what you do, come from the negative end to at least a neutral. Don't listen to people who are talking to you negatively. Don't think negatively yourself. Whenever a negative thought comes to you, let it flow through one side of the brain to other side of the brain, from one ear to another ear, in, out. Don't ruminate. Ruminating is creating more resistance. Creating more resistance to the negative thought and feeling bad that you have that negative thought, and feeling bad about yourself as a whole person that you always have negative thoughts, is creating more resistance. That more resistance is going to further block the reunion which the universe is trying to give you. So you have to have a very abundant mindset, not the poverty consciousness. And also I'm being told you have to clear up your mind. You have to clear up your mind to have new ideas enter your mind that the universe is trying to give you regarding this reunion. You have to clear out all the gunk out of your mind, so that new fresh ideas can come in like this. They can just come into your brain. That is what I'm being told, that new mental ideas are going to come into your brain, and a new beginning is going to start only after you let go of that poverty consciousness, because the poverty consciousness is not letting you be in the allowing state, which according to the law of attraction you need to get your reunion stick to you. So I'm being told you need to also have good mental clarity to start a new mental idea of the reunion, to have a new beginning, new growth in the reunion. And I'm also being told for some of the twins, they are behaving very seriously. Although the journey is kind of, you can say, I would say the journey is laborious and the journey tests you, the journey challenges you, but still you have to maintain your happy-go-lucky. Another message which I'm getting, you have to maintain your happy-go-lucky, you have to be very restful, relaxed, very patient, because I'm being told that there are some twins who are taking this very seriously. They're being in a very somber mood. Some people, as far as their personality is concerned, they are serious people, but even if you are serious people, you should realize one thing: nothing is in your control. Everything in life in general is under the control of a higher power. You cannot like grab something before the time is right. You cannot even have like a single leaf on the tree move without God's consent. So if you're thinking that your restlessness and your impatience and your I want this, I want this, I want this is going to get you this, you are kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself. You should think life works that way. I think by now, even the younger twins, people who are in their teens and stuff, even they, a few months into the twin flame journey, they might have realized they can't get anything by just, you know, by just thinking, by having control issues and stuff. So you have to be, the first message is let go of your poverty consciousness, be in an abundant state. I told you how to do that. And then for fresh mental clarity, remove all the gunk. Then only a new beginning or the new reunion is going to happen, a new reunion, and also let go of seriousness and somberness. And then only the universe is going to deliver that reunion, you know. So I'll show you the cards, folks. The poverty consciousness, you see these beggars, you know, they look like beggars, tattered clothes, less money, dark background, you know. This is poverty consciousness, and as opposed to the poverty consciousness, this is the abundant consciousness. You see the silk robes, the birds, the scenery, the bright background, and so much money. These all coins, you know, they're money, pentacles. So from this to this, if you don't do this, and if you don't let go of all the mental issues, and the mental clarity is going to come. The mental clarity is going to come when you let go of this gunk, you know, the gunk. You see this dark gray cloud, you let go of this mental gunk, and then a new sword is mental, you know, it's mental clarity, you know. And then once you become the queen of swords, now in this reading it means that once you get mental clarity and you have the abundant attitude and you let go of poverty consciousness, and you become very relaxed, restful, you know. Then you see this picture on the top window, there's a child and there's a mother, like, or a Mother Mary, which is giving the child something, you know. Now in this reading it means that the universe is going to deliver your reunion once you let go of the poverty conscious, once you become abundant in your thinking, that the future, the reunion in the future is here right now, you know. Once you start feeling those abundant feelings, and once you clear the mental gunk and do your inner work so that your mind becomes fresh and comes to a zero state, you know, and you become very relaxed, happy, allowing the universe, the mother universe or the father universe is going to give their baby, whom they love a lot, they're going to give their baby their reunion. Thank you so much, folks.